Begin in a seat that's comfortable, rooting the sit bones into the ground or earth, allowing the shoulders to relax from the ears, hands to relax in the lap, keeping the chest nice and expanded, shoulders are stacked over hips, and observing how the body feels, noting the air enter through the nostrils, noting the belly rise, bottoms of lungs, tops of lungs and chest filling with air. And on your exhale, notice the air release through the nose. Belly contracts back to spine. We'll keep the crown of head lifted. Deep breath in through the nose, filling with air, nourishing all cells of the body. And on exhale, releasing the air, allowing anything not needed with you to leave. Inhale, sit tall, take a big breath in, lengthen the inhale. Exhale, release the air, lengthening the exhales as well. And doing your best to keep an even pace of breath, keeping the chest and collarbones wide, allowing inhales to match the length of exhales to create the most balanced state in the body. You can always breathe in and out through the nose or even through the mouth if needed, although nose is preferred. And if you like, you can add an ujjayi or ocean-like sound breath by slightly constricting the back of the throat, pulling the tongue down and back before the exhale. This allows greater attention to the breath and also helps to generate a bit more warmth in the body as well. Just take a few breaths in and out through the nose on your own, just trying to find your own rhythm, own pace of breathing. Observing parts of body that are connected to ground as you're sitting, maybe any areas of tension. Imagining you're breathing in, nourishing the cells, all places of the body, and on exhale, releasing through the nose smoothly. Drawing the attention inward if possible, keeping the jaw soft. On the next inhale, lift both arms up overhead, bringing palms together, and exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, lengthen the arms a bit slower, lift up, reach up, keeping the shoulders relaxed, and exhale, palms to heart center. On your next inhale, bring both arms out to your sides, parallel to the ground, flexing the palms, gazing to your right on exhale. Inhale to lengthen center. Exhale, gaze over to the left hand. Inhale back to center. Release right hand to the ground. Inhale, left arm long overhead or skyward. And exhale, left hand returns to the ground, the left side. Inhale, right arm overhead, skyward. And exhale, release right hand to the ground. Untuck the toes or uncross the legs, bringing the sit bones to the ground and knees together. Feet lifted off the ground or parallel to the ground, keeping the belly pulled in and low back firm. And then exhale, cross the legs, plant the hands underneath the shoulders and step back to plank pose. Making sure you're shifting that weight forward, bringing the shoulders over the wrists. And on exhale, bend the knees, bring the hips away from hands, bent knee, downward dog. Inhale, bring the weight forward, shoulders over wrists, plank pose. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips away from hands, long arms and spine. Inhale, shift the weight forward, plank pose. Exhale back, downward dog, lifting right leg on inhale. Release, downward dog. Inhale, shift back forward to plank. Exhale, downward dog, lift left leg on inhale. Exhale, return to downward dog. Both legs to the ground, hips away from hands. Bending the knees, looking ahead, stepping or walking slowly towards top of mat. You can keep a little bend to the knees if needed, or bring a nice deep healthy bend to the knees, allowing the upper body to hang. Here you can relax the arms down, or if possible, bending the knees deeply, bring the arms to wrap behind the legs of the knees. Then go ahead and wrap the hands behind the knees, interlacing all 10 fingers, and then flip your palms the opposite way so you're bringing a nice stretch to the palms, palms face away from you. Then bring another interlace to all 10 fingers, lifting the hands overhead or towards the sky, opening the shoulder blades. And then sit deep, bottom over heels in chair pose, lifting arms skyward, tailbone points down. Exhale, palms to the heart and twist over to the right side, keeping the palms at heart center or opening the arms grounded skyward. Inhale back to center, both palms. Exhale, twist to the left, palms together or open, ground in sky, keeping the low belly pulled in and up and hips facing forward. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold forward. Bring hands to the ground or shins, lift halfway on inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, draw palms to heart center. From here, you'll bring a little bend to the left leg as you just shift the right leg into a few circles, bending at the knee or hip, and then pull the right knee into chest, giving it a good little tug, creating some compression, and then releasing right leg. A little bend of the right knee as you bring some circles to the left hip and leg, forward, backward, and then pull the left knee in towards chest, creating again some compression. And then releasing both feet to the ground. Create a little bend in the left knee. Bring the right foot to the left ankle, shin, or thigh into tree pose. Hands can remain at heart center, up at the ceiling or sky. Shoulders are relaxed. As you release your hands, release that right leg. Inhale, both arms skyward. Exhale, bend to fold forward. Inhale, halfway, lengthen, do a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, point the tailbone down, lift arms to chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shift the weight into the right leg, a small bend to the right knee, bringing left foot into right knee, ankle, or thigh, tree pose. Again, shoulder blades draw down the spine, relaxing. Keeping your gaze or drishti at one point. Slowly releasing the hands and the leg. Inhale, both arms skyward. Exhale, bend to fold forward. Inhale, halfway, look ahead. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lifting right leg immediately, planting right foot between the hands, warrior one. Hips face forward. Draw the belly in and up, shift the weight into the right foot or knee, right knees over the ankle. Lift up into tree pose, balancing right foot to the ground, keeping upper body lifted. Slowly setting that left leg back into warrior one, and exhale, hands to the ground. Step back to plank, exhale, travel high to low. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog, left leg lifts. Swing it through, warrior one, left side, right foot or right heel drops. Again, shift the weight forward to the left foot, draw the belly in and up as you lift off. Take a moment to find balance if you need, keeping the right. And slowly, with control, set the right foot back down, warrior one. Exhale, release the hands to the ground, frame the foot, bring them back to plank. Exhale, high to low. Inhale, expand the chest, gaze up. Exhale, downward dog, hips away from hands. Allow the head to move softly between the arms, relaxing the neck, jaw. From here, you'll bend the knees a little bit, shortening your stance, walking the hands towards the feet or feet towards the hands. Keep the left hand planted, bring the right arm to the left shin, crossing the body for a twist. And then right hand to the ground, bring the left arm or hand to right shin, crossing the body for a twist. And walk the hands back to plank pose, leveling out the body, shoulders over wrists. Lift the right leg on inhale. Exhale, pulse right knee into tricep. Inhale, send the leg back. Exhale, pulse knee in. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, pulse knee to tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg skyward. Exhale, right foot to the ground, warrior one, knee over ankle. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, interlace hands behind the back and bring the hands skyward towards humble warrior, bowing. Release hands to the ground. Back heel, inhale, open, slight twist, right arm skyward. Exhale, release the hands. Shift the weight to the front right foot as you slowly work your way up to a tree pose. See if you can make it in one swoop of balance. Releasing that tree pose, lift both arms on inhale, exhale, bend to fold. Inhale halfway, exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank, exhale, high to low. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Keep a nice long spine here, relaxing shoulders, jaw. And then inhale, shift back to a plank, lift the left leg, and exhale, pulse left knee to left tricep. Inhale, leg back, exhale, pulse in. Inhale, leg back, exhale, pulse knee to tricep. Inhale, left leg lifts, exhale, left foot plants, warrior one, arms come up, hips face forward. And then interlace all 10 fingers behind the back, shoulder blades draw together. And then exhale, shoulder blades release, humble warrior, hands skyward. Release the hands to the ground. Inhale, left arm skyward, twist, left heel off the ground, or right heel rather. Shift the weight into the left foot, front foot forward, and come up real slow as possible to a tree pose if you can, drawing the belly in and up, slight bend to the left knee or standing leg. Exhale, release both feet to the ground and hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen both arms, root through heels. Exhale, bend from hips to fold forward. Inhale, halfway, flatten. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Exhale, high to low, keeping elbows close. Inhale, gaze up, chest up. Exhale, downward dog. Lift the right leg on inhale. Send the right foot through. Keep the left heel lifted off the ground. High crescent lunge, hips face forward here. On your exhale, rotate to the right, taking a small back bend or twisted lunge, and then bringing palms to heart center, straighten the front leg and arms, and exhale, both legs straight, both feet face forward, Parsvottanasana, or a long-legged pyramid fold, pyramid pose. Relaxing head, bend into the right knee. Inhale as you come up, and then again straighten the right leg into triangle, opening left arm overhead, opening left side of body, extending head away from hips. Again, bend into the front knee, step back to plank, hands to the ground, exhale, high to low. Inhale, upward dog, gaze up. Exhale, downward dog, hips away from hands. Lift left leg on inhale, send left foot through between hands. Lift the right heel, keep hips facing forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, rotate to the left, twisting arms. Small back bend if you like. And then inhale up to straight legs, perhaps shorten the stance. Exhale, forward fold. Long spine, long legs. Both feet face forward and hips face forward here. Of course, if you can't straighten the legs all the way, fine to keep a small bend to the front knee. Inhale, bend into that left knee. Just to adjust here, opening to a triangle pose on the right side, lengthening or straightening the left leg, pulling belly in and up, right arm skyward. And exhale, bend into the left foot or knee, hands into plank. Exhale, high to low. This time push-ups, inhaling down, exhaling to push up, keeping elbows nice and close to ribcage or body. Taking a few, trying not to count, and exhale back to downward dog. Maybe releasing air throughout the mouth. On your exhale, release the knees to the ground, hips over knees, softening elbows to the ground, shoulders over elbows, preparing for dolphin pose. Interlacing all 10 fingers, bringing the hips up and away from the head, straightening the legs and walking the feet closer to the elbows. If that's comfortable, of course, you can raise one right leg. If you're raising the leg, you'll lower and raise the opposite leg. And if you're not in dolphin pose or that's not for you today, you'll remain in tabletop position. From either tabletop or dolphin, come back up to downward facing dog. Bend the knees on exhale, step or jump to the top of mat. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale, rise up to standing, root through heels. Exhale, palms to heart center. Here you'll take a big step to the side or use the length or width rather of the length of your mat, yes? And again, bring an interlace to the fingers, turning the palms out and away from you. Then bring both arms to a T, bring the right arm under the left arm, and bend the knees, turning the heels in and toes out. Ideally, your knees would be over the ankle. Rotate the upper body to the right and to the left, and again to the right, noticing the stretch across the arm. Inhale, straighten the legs, release the arms overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale again, bring the arms out, left arm under right this time, eagle arms, bending the knees, heels in, toes out, knees over the ankles, twisting to the right and rotating the upper body to the left, again to the right and then to the left, and hold, noting the stretch in the side of the arm. And back to center. Inhale, straighten the legs and arms. Exhale, palms to heart center. Bringing the feet wide so the feet are parallel to each other and wider than the hips. You'll exhale, bending from the hips to fold forward. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. You can keep hands to the ground, head towards the ground or on the ground. You can keep hands on a block. You can lengthen or shorten the stance. If headstand is in your practice, you can take a headstand. Of course, if that's in your practice already, and in your wide-legged stance or forward fold, you're leaning the weight forward rather than back towards the heels or bottom. When you are ready, you'll bring the hands back to the ground, lift up on inhale, root the right hand down, inhale, left arm skyward, twisting, maybe bringing hand behind the back, rooting left hand to the ground, inhale, right arm skyward, twisting, maybe wrapping right hand behind the back. And then bring both hands back to the ground, hop the feet together, and come into a low squat. So your heels are off the ground, you're bending, basically sitting onto your heels. If this is uncomfortable for the knees, please bring the hands to the ground and lift. Otherwise, you're just coming right up to a standing stance, keeping the heels lifted if you can, all the way from that squat to standing. Straighten the legs, and exhale, palms to heart center. You'll keep the left leg rooted into the ground, and again bring the right foot to left ankle, shin, or thigh for tree pose, keeping the left leg or standing leg with a little bend at the knee. Take your time, draw the belly in and up, arms up if you like, gaze up if you'd like to challenge the balance. And then from here, rotate into dancer pose, keeping that left knee bent, bringing the right foot behind, grabbing the right foot with right hand, and bringing the hand forward as you kick the foot back up and away. No need to come any height here. You're just looking for length, front hand to toe. And exhale, release back to the ground. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back to plank. Move through a vinyasa, high to low plank. Inhale, gaze up, expand the chest. Exhale, downward dog, hips back. On the next exhale, you'll bend the knees, jump back to that squat, lowering down. Of course, you can lift the bottom and bring hands to the ground if it's too much for knees. Otherwise, heels are lifted. You're sitting on the heels, squatting, maintaining balance, drawing the belly in and up, keeping the heels lifted as you come all the way up to standing, lengthen arms overhead, and exhale, send hands to heart center. This time preparing for Vrikshasana or tree. On the opposite side, right leg roots to the ground, right knee is bent slightly, left foot to right ankle, shin, or thigh. Palms come to heart center, lift up and out of the torso, trying to keep the hips, or right hip over the ankle, lifting arms if you're ready, gaze if you like, or keeping your gaze at the ground for balance. Keeping the belly pulled in, bring that left foot behind the body, wrapping the hand around the left foot, slowly extending Opposite arm in front of you, kicking back foot up and away from front hand. Smooth and steady breath. And releasing back to standing, rooting through the heels, lifting both palms on inhale. Exhale, release all 10 fingers behind, interlacing for a bind. And exhale, straighten the legs as you fold forward, hands to the ceiling. Release the hands, step or hop back to plank, take a few push-ups, elbows nice and close, inhaling as you come down, exhaling to come up. Finally, exhale back to downward facing dog. Sigh the air out the mouth. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, pulse in. Inhale, right leg, right knee, right tricep. Bring it over to left tricep. And bring the right foot through for fallen triangle. Then inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg, left knee to tricep. Inhale, lengthen, pulse it in. Inhale, lengthen, pulse it in. Cross the left leg across the body, extend it, open for fallen triangle. Release back to downward facing dog. Hop once more back to that squat towards the top of the mat. Heels are lifted, bottom is sitting on heels, maintaining balance by drawing the belly in and up. And bringing the gaze to the left and right, just as bringing a stretch to the neck. Bringing an interlace of all 10 fingers behind the back, challenging the balance, seeing if you can open the chest here. Keeping the balance on the heels. And then just come down to your bottom, coming to a seat. Bring the soles of the feet together. Open the knees, legs wide for Baddha Konasana. Seated or bound ankle pose. Exhaling as you fold forward, maybe allowing elbows to open the shins or thighs. Rounding of the back is all right. And inhale as you come back up. Boat pose, keeping the knees bent or legs straight, really keeping the low back supported, chest lifted. Extending the arms out or keeping them connected under the knees. And then release the feet to the ground, legs to the ground. Keeping the legs nice and connected to the ground, you'll lengthen up both arms on inhale and exhale, seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Really keep the legs connected to the ground here if possible. Lengthen halfway, just lifting, creating space, and exhale, fold and relax. Hands can come anywhere to the ankles, shins, thighs, feet, wherever they relax. On your next inhale, draw up. If you can reach the feet, grab the toes or grab the ankles if you can. Pull the belly in as you lift the feet off the ground, holding by the two big toes with the peace fingers or holding the ankles as you open, legs wide, lifted, seated forward fold variation. And then exhale, cross the legs or ankles, plant the hands in front of you, take a few more push-ups. Inhaling down, exhaling to push up, keeping the elbows nice and close to ribs. And exhale back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. This time you'll just cross the ankles or legs, come into a seat here. Finding a cross-legged seat, inhale, open arms overhead. Exhale, rotate to the right, right hand behind the back, left hand in front of body. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the left, left hand behind back, right hand in front of body, keeping chest and collarbones wide. And exhale, unwind to the center. From here, you'll scoot the body down onto the back. Preparing for reclining or supine pigeon, you'll bring the right foot across the left thigh, threading the hands underneath the left hamstring as you support the right leg or right ankle. You can very gently press the right knee away from you if there's no pain. You're breathing slow and even. And then cross the right leg over the left and drop the knees to the left, gaze to the right. Just softly, soft, gentle reclining twist. Inhale, legs back to the center, switching for that opposite side pigeon. Left ankle comes across the right thigh. You can thread the hands through the right hamstring or gently press that left knee away from the body with left hand if there's no pain. Carefully cross the left leg over the right, drop the knees to the right side and gaze to the left. Reclining or supine twist, just a soft, gentle twist. And bringing both knees to the chest, wrapping the hands around the shins, and rocking up to a seated position. Sit bones root to the earth. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, palms come down to heart center. Inhale, slower, arms overhead. Exhale, palms come down to heart center. Inhale, slower, arms overhead. Find length, bring the palms together. Exhale, lower them in front of heart center. Relaxing the hands in the lap. Taking a moment to close your practice. Moments to reflect on practice. Observing how the body feels. Taking this time to keep the body erect, the spine tall, shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed. Again, noting any tension in body. Releasing the teeth from clenching or the tongue from the roof of the mouth or pressing against the teeth. Using this time to note the space you've created in the body. Breathing in a sense of greater space. Exhaling, releasing anything not needed. Continuing to breathe on your own. Noticing air enter and exit through the nose. And allowing, please, if you have time, yourself to just sit for another minute or two. Trying not to feel rushed. And remembering that the point of your whole entire practice is actually to prepare the body for Shavasana, for relaxation, working through all of the energy and allowing the body to be at ease. You may begin to bring some greater awareness to the body. You may lengthen the inhale. Lengthen the inhale. Start deepening the breath. Preparing for just slight movement. Increasing awareness. Once you're ready, bringing the thumbs to the forehead, the thumbs to the heart. Acknowledging your truth and your practice. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.